Hello, my name is Arsen Cymbaluk. I'm Ukrainian journalist and TV host. Now I'm talking to you from one of the most tragic places in the world, from Bucha. Just a few weeks ago, this street was full of bodies of innocent local people, murdered for nothing by the Russian soldiers. It's a very strange feeling for me because I grew up just 15 kilometers away from here, in Kyiv. My mom and grandma grew up here on these streets. They are from Bucha. None of us could ever imagine that such a tragedy could happen in our time. But it becomes even more insane when I read the news about Europe. The Wall Street Journal investigated that after the liberation of Bucha, after the tragedy of these people was discovered, documented and mourned by the civilized world, the European Union significantly increased the oil supplies from Russia, from the state which invaded my country, whose soldiers in Bucha were raping mothers in front of their children and killing children in front of their mothers, and which then officially awarded these soldiers. The European Union decided to increase its sponsorship of the Russian state. Anyone, please tell me, is oil really worth human lives? Unfortunately, that's not all. The Telegraph investigated that after Russia first invaded my country in 2014 and after Europe imposed the arms embargo against Russia, 10 European countries, led by Germany and France, sold weapons to Russia bypassing their own embargo, making Russia prepared for the full-scale invasion, for the atrocities in Bucha and many other Ukrainian cities. At the same time, a group of German opinion leaders are asking the German government to force Ukraine to surrender to Russia in their open letter. At the same time, the Austrian Minister of Foreign Affairs said that Ukraine must not become a part of the EU because, attention, its way to the European Union isn't long enough. As I understand, it means Ukrainian way to the EU has been too easy. At the same time, the Austrian minister said that Europe would export the Western lifestyle to Ukraine. Thank you so much. And finally, according to Coda, the media about fakes and disinformation, the Russian propaganda is raising its head in Europe. There are more and more experts yelling that the Russia-Ukraine situation is not that univocal, it's not simple, hoping that Europeans are too busy to deepen into the things taking place so far away. But first, it's not far away, it's here, in the heart and geographic center of Europe. Second, I don't believe these experts will succeed, because I know that the Europeans are great people who stand up for humanity, for civilization and for good. Dear Europeans, please force your governments to impose a full energetic embargo against Russia. Everybody is counting now how many tenths of a percent of GDP some of the European countries will be losing in a year. But dear everybody, please remember that without this money, Putin won't stay in power even for a few months. Secondly, please let those who have been undermining the European values, unity and dignity punished. At least they must not represent you in government positions. Never. And third, Ukraine is not yet a part of the European Union, but it has been adhering to the European values for many years and fought for them like no one else. Ukrainians are united for Europe. Please, stay united for Ukraine.